Yes, Trinity Energy Limited today organized a staff orientation workshop to bring together the staff, bring them up to speed in terms of what we are doing as a company, where we are today, and where we intend to go.
We were at the side of recruitment and selection. One of the most important jobs of the HR department is to recruit the best people for TN. This is important because the success of TN depends on the quality of its workforce. Many staff taken while recruiting and selecting qualified employees.
So this morning, the workshop was graced by the presence of our chairman, Mr. Cole Ayi, who opened officially the workshop. It is a series of workshops. This is the first one. The second one will happen next week, and then the following week will be the last batch of workshops. So we are taking our employees through what we are doing. What is our vision? What is our mission? What are our core values, ethics, and so on and so forth. Then we're also taking them through where we are going as a company, showing them that we are an integrated energy solutions provider, and that we need to carry them along with us to where we want to go. So basically, it's sharing the vision, the mission, and the strategy of the company, but also taking time to explain some of the processes that we go through in the office. As you saw today, the issue of taxation, the issue of social security fund, and all those things have been explained.
Oh, Trinity is one of the best companies in South Sudan across, and even in my life, what I've seen. He's the best employer where he recognizes the efforts of the employee, and they will try to boost and grow along with the company. That's that's what Chairman and CEO is trying to do.
This particular one will run today, but there will be another one with another group, because Trinity Energy has got more than 300 employees. Another group will come next week, and then the other group, the last group, will come the week after. So it will run basically for 3 days, 3 Saturdays. But for today, this is a whole day event. It will end at 5 o'clock. The next Saturday, the same time.
Here, what I would like to convey is: don't work only for the salary. Work for your work as a passion, with the interest, with the love. Don't come every day morning and don't take it just like that. So if it is a pump attendant, don't take the gun. Just do this one. See what is to be done. This is your core work as a pump attendant, as an accountant, as a cashier, as a retail manager, or the station manager. What you have to do is, when you work with the love, when you are at home, definitely you are not doing something mechanical.
I know that I'm going to figure from Trinity Energy simply because I have a calendar, I have a diary on my desk. This was Trinity. So all of us are marketers. I'm very proud, and I thank the HR for this program, because when you work as a team, for example, even in Trinity, we now need all the aspirants, we need the cleaners. I think next time we need to invite them to come and attend such occasions, so that they can be able to give customer care service. We might be engaged in other activities in the office, maybe having meetings that involves everyone to attend. A customer walks in and doesn't find any other person that is supposed to be hosting the customer. A cleaner can simply host and tell them whatever services Trinity is giving everyone out there, including their staff. Secondly, I talked of work plan. My sales executive giving me work plan. When they give me a work plan and I review, I release them out. As long as they go out there and comes back with the results showing that someone has picked interest in Trinity and in our services, I simply get the report, go through it, and make sure that this person that has picked interest, I call this person, give the person the necessary requirements.
Looking at the future, we eventually will be adding some products into our line. Things like cooking gas, we will eventually add it to our station to become part of our line of business. And then we will add, when we become a service station, you will have a car wash, which will also be a service. And then you will have the auto care center where we'll be doing things like tie chains, we'll be selling maybe more small spare parts for the cars, for the auto, and all this air refresher, and everything that you need, the total thing you need.
I think all in all, I've not counted how many have come, but I think we should be close to 80 plus. But I can give you the exact number from the register. But we should be about 80, 70, 80 plus.
The international exhibition in Cairo in 2018, which I happened to be part of, that was 2018. Trinity Energy is the first private national company to build the largest depot in the country. Trinity Energy is the first South Sudanese company to be ISO certified. What can prevent us not to be an international company? Thank you.
So the country is indeed going through a few issues, not only the country, but the whole world actually. The issue of corona, I think you know, has disrupted a lot of things. But for us, as a company, we decided to take a long-term view on our operations. And of course, with safety issues being observed from time to time, we are forging ahead. And our intention in the next 4 years is to make sure that we have the 100 petrol stations that we are planning to have. We are already having engineers designing and hopefully start to build a big depot near Koda village on the road to Terekeka, because ours is a long-term view. So while we have issues on the ground right now, we believe that leadership and the planners, the economic planners for the country are working on that. And within our company, our leadership in terms of the board and the leadership within the company headed by me as the Chief Executive Officer, we are working on making sure that we put plans to grow the company, to save the people of South Sudan better than we have done in the past. The refinery is being planned. There's already work going on behind the scenes, laboratory tests of the crude and so on and so forth, the design, sourcing of the finance and so on and so forth. This one, that's why when I mentioned earlier on that we are planning to build a 50 million capacity depot here, and in fact 3 of them. One will be here, one in Wau, and then maybe one in Malkal. The idea is to, when the refinery is up and running, to store some of that fuel for further distribution in the country and to the neighboring countries. So the refinery is definitely on course, and we are focused to make sure that the resources that are coming from the ground, the crude oil, is reprocessed and the value is added to it within our country. Because the moment you are selling something as raw material, you don't get the full value. Whereas if you sell something that is processed, you get a better value. So yeah, the refinery project is on course. There's a lot of hard work behind the scenes, but we are determined to do it. The refinery will improve, will do a lot of things. Already the construction site, the construction space of the refinery will require a lot of manpower. It will require a lot of work, basically. But as the refinery is operating, the number of people that will be working at the refinery will require food, will require accommodation. All this will come from the people of South Sudan. So it will have that element of giving employment, giving a multiplier effect to the economy. But at the same time, because we will be exporting some of the bulk of our refined product from this, we will be earning foreign currency higher than selling crude, which is a raw material. So from the refined product, we will get materials for making fertilizer, materials for making plastics, and so many things. So all those industries that will come out of the refined product will be established here in South Sudan, and it will employ more and more people. So people need to look at this as our project, not necessarily Trinity. Trinity is just doing the leading, but it is the project of the people, project of the nation. So this particular project will transform a lot of lives. Trinity Energy, a year or 2 ago, signed a management agreement with the government, the Minister of Energy and dams to manage the WOW power plant. And we started with the construction of poles, which we finished, poles to carry the power, transmission poles, distribution poles. We are now in the phase of actually bringing in new machines. We are trying to rehabilitate the old ones, but in addition to that, we are also going to bring in new power machines to generate the power. So that one is also going on behind the scenes, and we had hoped that this year would have finished, but I think what happened this year, everything was disrupted. People to come in to assess the machinery could not because of the lockdowns. So things delayed, but we are now picking up again. Airports have opened, so we'll continue to invest in that one. And then it means, looking at what we are doing, the power will only be restored to WOW maybe during the course of the first half of next year. They should expect better. We sent out a survey recently, and they gave us their feedback. Generally, the feedback was very good. They were very happy with what we are doing. They pointed out that we needed to improve on how we are getting money from them, the service at the station. So we are encouraging them also to join the M-Gurush, so that in terms of payment, they don't have to carry cash, which they have to go to the window, pay, count. It takes a long time. But if they can operate with M-Gurush, we're encouraging them to join, and that going forward will serve them better, and we are going to open more stations so that they don't have to travel long distances to find our stations. So that's our promise. We're here to serve you better. Trinity Energy, energy for life.
I think let's be proud of ourselves as Trinity Energy. When we meet somebody, we should be proud to say, you know, like somebody is coming to you in a cocktail, in a party, when you go to a party. Let's make sure that I think we get business cards, even for the lowest ranking. Because out there, everybody is the same rank. In here, we know this one is this is the general, this is the captain, this is corporal, this is whatever is inside here. But the moment you go out there, you are Trinity. Which is our business card.
Just to encourage everybody to be hopeful, to look forward into the future with hope. Hope is what brings us to come out every day from our homes to the field. There is a hope. With peace in the country, there is a lot of hope. So let's embrace the hope and plan for the future.